Hi everybody, this is Donnelly here. And I can't see me, but it's probably better that way. So you can just focus on the screen. I wanted to give you a little lesson on how to build some virtual instruments like I did using the boomwhackers and the glockenspiel that are on your website. So here's the boomwhacker, one that I built. I'll play a little bit. And you can see it with all the codes over here. So I thought I'd show you how you can do one on your own. So I have our 4 through 6 music website pulled up here. And across the top, you see all the different pages. If you go to music websites, this is the one that'll pop up. You have Chrome Music Lab, which is super fun. Music Play Online, lots of games, Incredibox. And then if you keep scrolling, you'll find this one called Scratch Creative Programming. So click on that. And it'll take you to this. Now, if you want to watch the tutorial, if you haven't used this before, go ahead. I'm going to skip it for now, just to jump in and show you some of the things that we can do. So this is eventually where you'll put all your code for what you want to happen. But over here is the picture that you'll have and what will eventually show up as your instrument. If you want to click the full screen one, it'll give you a little preview of what it looks like. So for right now, I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to go to backdrops and I'm going to choose one. Maybe choose a backdrop and start with that. I'm feeling kind of beachy, so I'm going to put a beach Malibu scene up. I'm going to move my cat over here. I don't know if I really want to use him yet, but that is what's called a sprite. Okay. And here you can choose different sprites. So it's like your image, and I'm going to choose one here. Now you can use this program for doing lots of things like creating animated stories. You can make all the people move. I'm just going to show you the musical side of it. So I'm going to go to music, and here pops a bunch of different ones that you can choose, okay? Now you can choose these or you can make your own, which is what I did for the boomwhackers. I just used different shapes. But let's do a drum kit. So I'm going to insert a drum kit. Put it right there. This is where we actually get into the programming. So over here on this left-hand side, you have all these different options for programming: motion, looks, sound, and events. Those are the two that we're going to use for this. Control, sensing operators, variables, my blocks, etc., etc. Honestly, I haven't explored all of this past the music part. So I'm going to choose an event first. You can choose all of these over here. I like to do when the sprite is clicked. So grab it and drag it over here, which is where your coding goes. What do I want the sound to be when the sprite is clicked? I'm gonna do play sound low tom. Let's see, when it's clicked. Awesome. You could even click the sound and change it. It has bass, bass 2, bass 3, high tom, low tom, or you can record your own, which I'll show you in a second. But let's keep this at low tom. Oh no, you know what? Let's change it to bass. What does that sound like? Cool. Let's add another sprite. Back to music. Let's use this drum. Oh, don't need it to float. Let's put it over to the side. So again, now make sure this sprite is highlighted when you want to add any events or sounds. I'll go to events, and I'm going to say when the sprite is clicked again. Now remember, you could do this key, which means you'd use your keyboards more, like the space button, the arrow button, etc. But I'm just using for when the sprite is clicked for right now. I want to add a sound. Let's keep it at low tom. So here we go, let's give it a try. Awesome, let's add one more. Let's do a snare. I think any drum set needs a snare. Put it on this side. Back over here to our events for our coding. When the sprite is clicked, drag it. What sound do I want? Side stick snare. Let's try it out. Cool. Let's add one more instrument so that it's not just drums. Let's do an electric guitar. Over here on this side, add an event when the sprite is clicked. Sound, electric guitar. Now you could change the pitch. Maybe you could do a G. That sounds. I'm gonna go full screen and see what it looks like. Now remember, I have a touch screen, so I'm gonna use my finger. And then get out of it if I want. Let's show you, I wonder if I can do it on the microphone, how to record one. So I'll add one more sprite. I wanna make my own though. Now this is just gonna be for fun. It's gonna be quite silly. Let's do a circle. I'll make it green and draw it right here. Now, however big you make it on this is about how big it'll be in your actual image. See? So it showed up. I'm gonna move it over here. I'm gonna make it say something. So that's costumes. I'm gonna go to sounds, and over here on this button, you see choose sound. I'm gonna record my own. So let's see, push record button. Hello, Gladstone. Stop. I can play it and see if this is what I like. Hello, Gladstone. All right, pretty happy with that, except I don't want all this extra stuff in the middle or in the beginning. So I'm just gonna slide that over so it starts when I say hello. Hello, Gladstone. Perfect, I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna label it hello up here on the name. And then I'm gonna go to my code. Make sure that your green circle or the sprite that you want is highlighted, and you can even check over here just to make sure. So an event, let's do when the space bar or space key is pressed. Do a little different. My sound, I'm going to do hello. Don't mind that. My husband's just getting a call on his office computer. So I want it to play hello sound until done. Hello, Gladstone. Awesome. So here, if I click on these, it makes a sound. Spacebar. Hello, Gladstone. There you go. Cool. Now I have an account, so I can save mine. I don't think you can save it. Oh, you can save it to your computer. You just can't save it onto the website. So I'm going to save it to my computer, and it popped up right here. You can always share that with me too if you create a new instrument. So there you have it. Have fun. See if you can create some pretty cool new instruments. All right. See you, Gladstone.